Hi, and welcome everyone to Know Your Law. This is a small initiative to let everyone aware of various important and essential laws of our country. Each week, we try to bring to you an essential provision of one of the many acts in our country. Hope it will help you, if not today, but sometimes in your life. So today we will know about the Epidemic Diseases Act of 1897. So this act was enacted on February 4, 1897 to provide for the better prevention of the spread of dangerous epidemic diseases. An ordinance was recently passed by the Honorable President of India on April 22, 2020 to amend the Act of 1897. So what is the process of functioning of the Act? The Act or the recent ordinance primarily focuses on providing power to the central government to take measures it deems fit and prescribe regulations as may be necessary for countering an epidemic situation in the country. Now, what is the penalty prescribed under this Act? The main act, that is the Act of 1897, prescribed for only one punishment under Section 3, which stated that any person disobeying any regulation or order made under the Act by the central government shall be deemed to have committed an offence punishable under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code or IPC. Now, what does Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code deal with? Section 188 of IPC deals with disobedience to order duly promulgated by public. Now, who commits offence under Section 188 and what is the penalty? Anyone knowing that by an order promulgated by a public servant lawfully empowered to promulgate such order, he is directed to abstain from a certain act or to take certain order with certain property in his possession or under his management, disobeys such direction. And if such disobedience causes or tends to cause obstruction, annoyance or injury, or risk of obstruction, annoyance or injury to any person lawfully employed, he shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 month or with fine which may extend to 200 rupees or with both. And if such disobedience causes or tends to cause danger to human life, health or safety, or causes or tends to cause a riot or affray, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine which may extend to 1000 rupees or with both. Now, for explanation purposes, it is not necessary that the offender should intend to produce harm or contemplate his disobedience as likely to produce harm. It is sufficient that he knows of the order which he disobeys and that his disobedience produces or is likely to produce harm. Now, if we consider an illustration, suppose an order is promulgated by a public servant lawfully empowered to promulgate such order, directing that a religious procession shall not pass down a certain street. Any person A knowingly disobeys the order and thereby causes danger of riot. A here has committed the offence defined under Section 188 of IPC. Now, what is the new take according to the latest ordinance? The new ordinance issued has extended section 3 into sections 3.1, 3.2 and 3.3. The original section 3 has been kept as it is under section 3 subsection 1. The other subsection states, section 3 subsection 2, whoever commits or abets the commission of an act of violence against a healthcare service personnel or abets or causes damage or loss to any property shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 3 months but which may extend to 5 years, and with fine which shall not be less than 50,000 rupees but which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. And section 3 subsection 3 states, whoever while committing an act of violence against a healthcare service personnel causes grievous hurt as is defined in section 320 of the Indian Penal Code to such person shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 6 months but which may extend to 7 years, and with fine which shall not be less than 1 lakh rupees but which may extend to 5 lakh rupees. So that's a heavy penalty basically. Now, healthcare service personnel and property have been defined under sections 1A clause B and 1A clause C respectively. The section 1A also has been inserted after section 1 of the original act by the present ordinance. Now, as far as grievous hurt and other definitions are concerned, I will deal with them separately in the next session. Now, what additional punishment have been talked about in the ordinance? The ordinance also prescribes the addition of sections 3A to 3E after section 3. Section 3E prescribes for liability to pay fine for hurt or grievous hurt to healthcare service personnel, and for damage or loss to property, the amount shall be twice the fair market value of the loss or damage. Now, whether this ordinance will actually become a law or not will depend when the Parliament is back in session. For the time being, this act is going to be a cause for many prosecutions in the country. So do take care and stay safe. So that is it for today. We will meet again next week with something new and interesting. Till then, stay safe and remain aware of your rights and laws. Thanks.